I had the privilege of knowing Zig Ziglar for almost 40 years. During that time, he has been only my friend and patient, but also a great influence in my life. I began speaking professionally at the publication of my first book, Aerobics, 1968. But my presentation, I had much impact, at least the impact I wanted to have, was until I met Zig in the early 1970s, listened to him speak many times, read his book. I began to model my speaking style after him. So whatever success I've had on the professional stage is in part due to my contact with Zig Ziglar. I recall in the early days when Zig first came to the Cooper Clinic here in Dallas. He made some comments by himself which both of us have used on many occasions. For example, he used to say, when I first went to Cooper Clinic for my examination, I was in such terrible shape, they told me that if I were a house, they would condemn me. Another one of his favorites was, I was so heavy, Dr. Cooper told me that I wasn't too fat. I was just 6 inches too short. Zig always had a positive effect on me and all those around him. He established a goal that initially I thought was very realistic for himself. For example, in the early days, he wanted to know exactly how long the famous football player Roger Staubach had walked on the treadmill. And even though Roger was many years younger, he said, I want to break Roger Staubach's record. And the truth of the matter, he did. Zig has been a wonderful counselor and teacher to me in my walk with the Lord. He's never failed to mention his faith in his secular presentations around the world. I've tried to follow his example. One of Zig's favorite books has been I'll See You at the Top. And now in the twilight years of his life, I know he means that more than ever. And when that time comes and he walks those pearly gates, there'll be a wonderful reception from the thousands of people who are there because of Zig Ziglar. I'd encourage you to read Born to Win, because this remarkable man's story is told in this fantastic book, and maybe you too can benefit as I have over the past 40 years.